Yes, Sirski. And we are back.
Welcome.
Listen, it's the Free Gems Podcast, episode 28. We got a special, very special guest to my left. You know what I'm saying?
What's cracking?
Yes, sir. Listen, we got Uno in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Listen, we got to get into the story. It's a deep story. You know what I'm saying? We actually don't have. I never really asked you too much about your whole upbringing, so this is actually an opportunity for us to really touch base on a lot of shit. Feel me? So I've been trying to get Uno on the pod since before we started. I've been to him. I said, Uno, I'm gonna get you on here. You know what I'm saying? I need you to get on because this is a whole character. He a comedian, he a rapper, he do everything. You feel me? Like
multifaceted.
Multifaceted, bro. But I told you, I'm like, yo, you comedian without trying. Like, you just a funny nigga. Like, you feel me? Every time I've been around you, niggas is laughing. But yeah, man, tell people where you from. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Atlanta, bro. Like, I grew up in Atlanta. I was born and raised in Atlanta. I'm from Paterson too, though. I live in Atlanta.
You feel me? Atlanta. Paterson by way of Atlanta for sure.
For sure.
Where in Atlanta?
Atlanta Zone 3, the south side, bro. I grew up on the south side of Atlanta, Yeah,
you could hear that shit. That's how I knew you wasn't from around here. The first day I met you, I met you on scene for my son Joe video. The Joe Tat shit. We shooting Blocklist.
These niggas.
Shout out Joe Tat.
Shout out my boy Tat.
Shout out Tat. As soon as you started talking, I said, yo, you not from here. You feel me? And my boy Spuzz was there. Spuzz from Baltimore and Atlanta.
It's so funny. The world's so small.
Right.
Spuzz be shooting for my boy Lil James. He got like a situation with drama and shit.
Yeah. With Generation Now on them niggas.
I grew up with James and shit. So like, the nigga just so happened to be like, what her name? He called him on the FaceTime and shit. I'm like, the world's small.
Yo, literally, bro. On God, he mentioned a nigga. Spud's like, what? You know who? Bet. Called him right there on spot. Nigga was like, yeah, that's. I'm like, yo, that's fucking small world, bro.
Really is.
Small world.
Like niggas be thinking that Atlanta big, Atlanta small as hell, bro. Like,
I can
that
imagine.
Shit small as fuck, bro.
Now I realized that once I was watching a lot of interviews and I'm watching like DC Young Fly talking about he went to school with Young Thug and all that type of shit.
Like niggas in Atlanta, bro, at some point in time, like, you gonna go to CEP, like, nigga be going to CEP, that shit like fake alternative school.
Alternative school? Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Hella niggas going to that motherfucker, then niggas stop going, niggas be running around in the other nigga neighborhood. That shit like being in New York, bro, like, New York be small too. Like I know a nigga from over here in New York. You know these folks from over there. Like
especially I feel like in Atlanta, a lot of people get a buzz and like I don't know, because Atlanta for the last like 20 years been so crazy with the rap shit.
Yeah.
But not for nothing, it be the same niggas though. Like when you see shit start going on, it just be like when you start watching. All right, you be watching Thug for so long, you ain't even know that was Baby in the back of them videos.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It just be the same group of niggas. Niggas just don't be understanding because everybody run with everybody.
That be the next nigga's turn. You feel me? The next homie coming up, that's his turn.
And then it be some shit like in Atlanta, like shit, Atlanta's so small, like I might don't know these folks, but shit, my partner right here, he know these folks. So you pulling up, you seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit like that.
And I can imagine there's only but so many studios and shit, like good ones. So everybody gonna be
studios in Atlanta, bro. Don't get it fucked up. A nigga have a studio in the trap. That bitch patchwork quality. I swear to God.
I believe it.
Hell yeah, niggas take that trap money and make that shit official.
It's some nigga with real paper, bro, and niggas don't do shit but just sit in their spots all day. So a nigga bring everything to them. Like that's the beauty of Atlanta. Like,
and Atlanta got so much talent for it. Be the little homie that's trapping on the corner really be the next little Baby. Like they be saying, Baby was on the block.
Baby was like, I rap by accident. This wasn't even meant. This wasn't even supposed to be like this.
That's how music is, bro. You just be. I don't be thinking I'm a rapper, bro. I just be saying shit that's going on. Like, I definitely current events. Like,
I definitely feel that. So I mean, so as far as your music, because I think you have an interesting upbringing because like you say, you from Atlanta, but you've been in Paterson how long now?
I went to school. I went to high school. See, my mama from Jersey, so I went to school in Paterson and shit. So I run around like, you feel me? So
Eastside Kennedy.
Nah, hell no. I went to Tech. I went to Tech.
PCIT.
Yeah.
That
shit.
Was Passaic Tech?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I actually know a couple people out there, but I don't even know what year they graduated. I be having clients from everywhere.
That's a fact.
I don't even know. Like I be thinking everybody the same age.
So that shit, I ain't gonna lie, that school was big as fuck. That motherfucker had people from everywhere in that bitch. But then like I leave school and I be right back in the hood. So that shit, you feel me? So that shit used to be, but I used to be bugging. So my mama ended up sending me back like my senior year. I graduated back in Atlanta. So
word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mixed up. So you was doing half and half. So you
type shit.
So now so you got both sides to it.
Yeah, like that shit was far back then.
I can imagine you loving that shit. You live in two different worlds for real.
It's like I be back home in the breaks and shit when everybody out of school, so everybody free. It ain't hard to catch up with who I'm trying to catch up with. And I be right back in Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Clarify, what's the bricks for the people who don't know? You know what I'm saying?
The bricks. The bricks is like the projects,
like,
like apartments, like whatever. I don't know. It depends on what you call your apartments. Like,
yeah, we gotta. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we educate everybody because you feel me? YouTube people come from all different walks of life. You know?
Yeah, pardon me. Oh yeah, I be forgetting YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube. It's anybody can be walking in. Motherfuckers from Germany can be walking in and be like, "What's the bricks?"
Nah, the bricks like the apartments and shit.
Yeah, nah, we for sure know what it meant, but I just had to make sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so being that you from both, like as far as like musical influence, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you say would probably be like your biggest influences? Like maybe like your favorite artist that you've been listening to all time? Because if I say just right now, that's one thing. But like
Future fucked it up.
Yeah, Future changed the game.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like just from like when I heard 1000, I think I was in high school still. I heard that 1000.
Wow,
I'm like,
long ass time ago.
Damn, like, this nigga walk. I'm like, this nigga. It feel like I grew up with this nigga. Like, fuck, this nigga be saying exactly what you be going through at that time. So I was like, yeah, like Future got it though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like my all time like niggas who made me think that music shit was cool and shit.
Top 5. You already got Future down. You got 4 more.
All right, Future. I gotta throw Outkast in there. Cause
Oh my God.
It's crazy that you say that because just talking about how it be the same group.
I grew up around like Dungeon Family. Like my dad with like giving them niggas. So I used to be around them niggas.
Shout out to my son, old dog in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate making this happen.
Hell yeah. So I say seeing them niggas and shit like Goody Mob and all them niggas, that shit was hard growing up.
Yeah, I can.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like what you were saying though before, how you were saying that it'd be the same group of people you don't even realize that's next up. Outkast had they run, and then you didn't realize Future. Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Future got this shit blasted on his own.
A lot of people even he was meathead back in the day.
Yeah, I heard
a lot
that.
of people even.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know. Like, I think the rest of them like. I just gotta go Atlanta, like.
Yeah, I understand.
You saying the top 5 from Atlanta?
Nah, top 5
general.
most influential to you.
To you, personally.
I'm talking about just to you. So if you saying Outkast, I don't know if you saying just because they're from Atlanta, or you saying like you personally
like they gotta go on there. Like
you was
them
more
niggas
of a big
went
boy?
Diamond, like nigga who doing that? Them niggas from Atlanta, they went Diamond.
They went Diamond and they own most of their publishing, if I'm not mistaken. Like
niggas, yeah, shit going.
Right. That's why Andre 3000 is outside just living his best life because he don't gotta work.
Playing the flute right on the corner.
He be in Philly and shit. Word.
Nah, he was living. He got a own spot in Brooklyn.
Word.
Yeah.
That don't surprise me. That sounds like somewhere he'd be at. Real artsy.
Who else? I say
you
Thug.
Of course. Damn, Free YSL, man.
Yeah, Free YSL.
While we on the topic.
Thug, Pac.
Yeah.
I see the versatility here.
Okay.
It's very versatile.
Future, Thug,
right,
Pac. You got
Future,
one more.
Thug, and then you got Outkast and Pac. That's very, very versatile. Throw us over some other shit. I know you about. Hit us with some crazy
then
shit.
I'm gonna say the Hot Boys because I can't. I just can't tell one niggas.
That's a loophole. I'll give you that though. I'll give you that. That's a good loophole.
The Hot Boys was an era.
That was
what,
my shit
99?
back then. Like that's when I was like first growing up. That's like when my memories start. Like, them niggas hearing my folks playing them UGK and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Bar, MJG.
Shout out to Memphis. I was actually just tapping into a whole bunch of old UGK. You know what I'm saying? Because I always listen to the hits, but I had to really tap in.
You gotta tap it, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You go back and listen to them niggas. They used to be tripping. Them niggas ass used to be tripping.
Them niggas be talking about crazy
niggas be snouted up.
Yeah,
they tripping.
Juicy J always talked about doing coke and smoking and shit, mixing it. I'm like,
man, you look at the video. You go back and just look at the video. You be like, damn, they used to be shooting that shit.
Oh God, bro,
they niggas shooting that shit.
Literally, bro.
They was doing back then 20 years ago was popping
that
now, 25, 30 years ago.
Shit back
then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, you watch the Sipping on Some Scissor video, bro? First of all, niggas pouring a Robitussin and NyQuil throughout the whole video, like real open with it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Right now, you get clowned for some shit like that. Like, ain't no way in hell nigga about to pour some NyQuil right now. Like,
that would probably like legal purposes. Like, that probably was like on some video shit.
Hey, bro, them niggas was doing that shit with the baby bottles and all that. I'm like, these niggas different. Sure. Nah, it's a different world. But like when you say the Hot Boys, man, I remember growing up and realizing how young they was like surreal to me.
I ain't gonna lie, Wayne and Juvie like.
Right.
Yeah.
They was
that energy was crazy.
No cap. And I ain't gonna lie, Juve ain't even used to rap. That nigga used to be
talking up, be making sound.
Yo, when I listen to Han, I realized this nigga was just asking questions the whole
time. You got a lot of
you
keep your body clean. Nigga wasn't saying shit.
That shit was
Niggas
hard
just
though.
told me, yeah.
It took me time to really appreciate that though. It wasn't until later on in life I really came back to appreciate
I get
that.
in the car right now. My bitch be looking at me like, man, that man crazy here.
But see that be the difference between coming up out here and coming out there. It's like we had to adapt to that sound.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Well, like down there, that shit was embraced completely because that's y'all. Like,
And then not for nothing, bro. They probably chew my ass up for this, bro.
Oh,
but
man.
I don't be fucking with. I don't be feeling like the music up here. Like sometimes, like
nah.
it just be like it don't be like grabbing me.
Listen. That's I totally understand.
Nah,
I feel
like,
that.
like not I ain't gonna say that like across the board, cause it be niggas that I listen to that's hard as hell, like that young, what's his name, Young Kyle, little bro. Like, what's the little bro name? It's look K.A.
Lil K.A.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I'm not up.
Well, shout out to Lil K because I don't want it. I'm saying he probably going crazy. Man.
I didn't want to
in
just
too.
single niggas out, but it's a lot of niggas from up here who hard, but like some of that shit just be too gangster for me.
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna be honest. The drill shit not for me
I
either.
don't
But
be wanting to hear that shit, bro. Not for nothing. And you a CD nigga, bro. Some of these niggas want bust a grape in the fuck.
yeah, that's another thing too, though.
Cap,
For real,
I don't
like,
be wanting to hear that gangster ass shit, bro. Like, go ahead,
You
bro.
gang banging at breakfast?
no, bro. Listen,
You know,
when I
it's
tell
like nigga, like if, like not for nothing. If you know me, then you know. Like you feel me, like.
Listen, you can't just be rapping.
You know how you met me, bro.
Yeah, how you met.
Like,
I had to completely avoid that story. Trust me. I brushed right over that.
That shit. Oh, you can share that, bro. We on the podcast.
Nah, listen, man. All I know is listen. The first day I met Udo was on a Set of Joe video, right? So I'm like, you feel me? Introducing whatever. Cool. Camera comes out. He like, yo, what we doing with the props? Like, we got props. I'm like, we just told him we got props. He said, nigga, shit, we shooting a music video, bro. We got props. Nigga pulled up with the props. Long story short, we gonna leave it at that. Just know niggas ain't never seen no toys like that. I'm like, yo, bro, thank God these shit's fake. Cause this nigga's wild. Had to keep it smooth.
Yeah,
Need the props.
nigga,
That's damn funny.
No, God, bro, but shit we never said. I'm like, this is crazy.
Nah,
like,
yeah. So
straight.
I know some folks who really come from like that type of shit, and they not as loud. Like, you feel me?
Right,
That's
yeah.
It just be like some of that shit be too loud, like.
Yeah, nah, I mean the way of the game nowadays be too. It's crazy, bro.
But
People
it is
could really
a different time too. Though,
exactly,
like that might just be me being.
Niggas is committing crimes or getting into beefs, and motherfuckers will go to live and discuss their beef
that shit
legit.
is crazy.
for 30 minutes. And the shit
and leave it. Like
that's what I'm saying. This shit'll be recorded on YouTube by tomorrow.
like, that shit is crazy. Like,
and up for discussion on Clubhouse for the next week. It's like, yo,
that shit be crazy. Niggas be talking to each other on Clubhouse. And niggas be real life trying to kill each other when they see each other.
Yeah, that shit.
Conversation. I don't get it.
Bro, that's what, like you said though. Times change, bro.
It really has.
Bro, I be watching Chicago niggas beefing on
But
live
you know what's
sometimes.
crazy? Like that's why I appreciate where I'm from, cause like niggas in Atlanta, like that shit might go like on Instagram. Nigga might have go back and forth, like that's just a thing. But like I don't really be seeing these niggas. Niggas ain't having no conversations with each other. Niggas like we not doing that. Like we not having no club. How we not finna talk to you, bro? Like niggas gonna get next to you if we gotta get next to you.
Yeah, I can imagine. See, but explain the culture because I feel like, do you think Atlanta is more violent than Jersey because of the guns, or do you think they don't really play a part?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas be thinking that Atlanta dangerous, bro. The world dangerous, bro.
Right, of course.
The world the dangerous place, bro. Like Atlanta players fuck, like they're like guns is in the mix because like niggas got them, like everybody got to protect themselves down there. Everybody got something going on, like you feel me? So. Like, but I feel like if you ain't on that, like, it ain't gonna bring itself to you. Like, your car might get stole. Your car get stole before you get shot in Atlanta. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like that's that. You feel me? Like, in Paterson, you'll get shot before your car get stole. Like, you feel me?
It is a little different though. It is a little different.
Like, but Paterson, like. In retrospect, that shit small as fuck. Like,
yeah,
it take you like 7 minutes to get through the whole town.
You don't realize
how small. Yeah, that's a fact.
Like the whole town, like you ain't gonna miss a block like 7 minutes.
Nah, you not lying. But in the same sense though, it be some people in Paterson that ain't never left they one area.
No, legit.
I know niggas who ain't never went nowhere.
Like
outside the
past 2-3 blocks, bro.
I done took some niggas like who ain't been nowhere to Atlanta. Like that shit be like nigga
that shit's
like,
surreal.
man, what the fuck? Nigga don't be trying to come back. Like,
they taking them to Disney World. That's like going to Disney.
That's what I'm saying.
And that shit be crazy because you'll have a nigga out in Atlanta. You probably won't even be doing shit. You would just be doing regular like Atlanta shit, like riding around. Nigga might go to like I don't know,
Hit the
Jersey.
strip club, do
I ain't
regular
gonna lie, Jersey, y'all get y'all shit together too, man.
What you saying?
Y'all
Our strip clubs weak?
What? This shit be an endo pool party. Like, this shit don't be no stripper like.
Nah, you not lying. One or two. You can't get bikinis.
You can't get no food in this motherfucker. Like,
you not lying.
Indoor pool party is tough.
See, in Atlanta,
shit ain't none.
Atlanta strip club is very different.
Yeah,
it's very different.
So like, nigga might take a nigga around. Like, we'll go get something to eat from the strip club. Nigga see some hoes. You know, them niggas see them hoes in Atlanta. Like, they be drunk. Them hoes be naked.
it get different in the show.
Them hoes smell a nigga from out of town. Be done wipe the nigga right down.
Take all that nigga with it for sure. But that's the thing too. I feel like down south the strip is built a little different. Like
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Them hoes be more like ain't gonna see niggas be thinking that we from down south, so we slow. Man,
they
look,
be on it.
These motherfuckers up here ain't nothing. Them hoes
they run a game down there.
These hoes, you'll probably come up on some free pussy up. You can fuck these hoes at this strip club right here for nothing. Them hoes in Atlanta,
nah,
ain't going.
They running that game.
I feel that though, but it's because they know there's a lot of niggas with money.
Man,
Like,
yo, got way more game than
exactly
like, niggas like.
I respect it 1,000. I'm gonna be honest, man. I be in the strip club. I be in the strip club thinking like, yo, I might really spend $400 or $500 in here in the next 40 minutes. I'd rather just get us to shorty. Like, what we doing? Like,
what's up?
Like, truth be told, like, it just don't make sense.
That's the end objective. Like, but that's just how niggas think, though.
But that be the end objective, but it's not even real because that's not 9 or 10 times.
Yeah, that's the facade.
99 to 100 times it ain't happening.
That's the facade.
They not going.
You chasing that dragon.
But I was about to say, it's a dream, though. Them hoes sign with me.
Oh, God, it's sort of dreams. Now, you got to respect it, though. I feel like the culture in Atlanta, they been, like, ever since Lil Jon, Ying Yang Twins, all that shit, like, they bought the strip club shit and made it like
mainstream.
Right,
mainstream, legit.
It's crazy. That shit like everywhere down south like that. Not even them niggas, Uncle Luke, bro.
Yeah,
like,
Uncle
Luke. Yeah, Miami. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's
a fact.
That nigga turned
he gave him flowers.
That nigga,
Uncle 2 Live Crew,
bro. This nigga name is Trick Daddy.
Yeah, I was about to say Trick Daddy and Trina.
Like,
yo, shout out to Trina. Shorty said, ain't nan hoe that sell more pussy than me.
She don't. Come on, that's what it was.
Bro, when she said that song, this shit loose. This one like 99. Like, that's a wild fucking bar, bro.
And that's her, the shit that made her, like,
that's what made her pop, word. Like, bitches wasn't talking like that. Bitches just started talking like that.
Yeah, you're right. That's a fact. You're right.
You know why I fuck with being home so much? Like, Atlanta, like, it's more black, like down south is more black, so
listen,
like, it's a little bit more ratchet, it's more raw, it's more unfiltered.
Yeah,
like,
what I did learn
up here, it's a little too clean. Like, that's why I fuck with Cardi B so much. Cardi B, that hoe, she give me like back home.
Nah, back. I feel that makes sense why she went up with Offset. Something like Offset.
That does make sense.
It does make sense, but one thing I learned about down south is like niggas like me get no love down south. I'm too light skinned down south.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, them hoes will fuck with you though. Them hoes like
certain ones,
but
I
ain't fuck with you because you from out of town. Bro.
Yeah, but that's
you out of towner.
They gonna be asking you.
You foreign. You foreign.
Down south though, I'm a little too yellow.
Dominican hoes ain't seen no Dominican.
Nah,
they don't know what's going on.
That's another thing though. Every time I go with my partners up here and they see the Dominican joints out here, they start losing.
No cap, I came up here, bro.
What happened?
I used to have braids, bro. So I used to have some long ass braids. So I'm in the barbershop. I'm finna get a haircut. Nigga like my color. Nigga telling me in Spanish.
Oh, yeah, like,
I look at this nigga, I'm like, bro, your ass tripping.
He looked at you and said, what the fuck?
I said, bro, your ass tripping. He kept talking, I forgot. Like, I ended up going home. I'm like, mama, this shit weird as hell up here. I'm like, what the hell these folk be smoking? Like, why the hell these nigga black? He trying to speak to me in Spanish. She probably thought you were Dominican. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Then I started going to school. I started seeing them Dominican. I'm like,
damn.
Fuck, we don't got this back.
Right.
We got Mexicans.
That's the thing.
There's a lot of Mexicans out there.
Down south, it's straight South Americans. When you go down south, when you think about
when I was
people.
growing up, like going to school, I ain't seen it wasn't no Dominican, no Puerto Rican, no shit like that. It was just black couple little white folks. I don't even went to school. Like they sprinkled in that motherfucker. No, like it was like
the little bit of pinch of salt.
Talking about pinch. I had like 3 white folks in
the old school. Mm-hmm. But it's like you said, Atlanta is a very, very heavily black city. Like everything is being taken over. They say it's gonna be it's Wakanda. Like that's what they turning it into.
That shit more mixy now. Like now it's Dominican. Like cause
they gonna find their way. Trust me, my people gonna find their way there.
After I had graduated, I wasn't going to Georgia State, but I was just up that motherfucker all the time. I was just up that motherfucker all the time. So like, it's Dominicans, mad folks from Jersey. Going to Georgia State. Like all them colleges right there in the middle of downtown. You got Georgia Tech, Georgia State.
Facts.
Spelman and
Morehouse.
Clark, Morehouse.
Damn, Clark shit too.
You got all that shit right there. They got Emory right there. They got it's hella colleges right there, motherfucker.
You're right. That
some I think at Oglethorpe, that motherfucker down. It's hella schools right there, bro. Like the whole CAU down that bitch. Like
speaking of, I know Atlanta, like a lot of cities, has been like a hub. Like a lot of people who live in Atlanta now, not from Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah. Have you seen what as far as like the influence of the outside? Have you seen like a big influence as far as people from the outside moving to Atlanta? Because I know a lot of even artists. Like I know a lot of artists that are from Atlanta ain't from Atlanta. You feel me?
Like, nah, hell yeah. Like, I don't know. That shit be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so it be mad niggas that, I don't know, but a lot of niggas do. I can't say that. Like, what you mean by who from Atlanta that's not from
Atlanta? Yeah, when he said that, I was like, wait, what?
I mean,
it's like a couple niggas
that moved down there and got it. I mean, Bow Wow moved to Atlanta and got it.
I mean, but you can't, like, not for nothing, you really can't say that Bow Wow not from Atlanta. That nigga,
right.
You know what? Fucking folk.
Yeah, that's a fact. You right.
That nigga was Lil Bow Wow in Atlanta. He ain't do that shit in Ohio.
Nah, that's a fact.
That label, nigga, I swear to God, growing up, I seen the billboard in the city my whole life. Welcome to Atlanta, So Def.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, like nigga, that shit was based around that nigga.
Did you ever see the Meech on the BMF shit when you was in
Nigga, that shit right by the precinct. I swear. Yo, you know what's so crazy? Like, I can't get too deep into the situation, but my auntie, she had a boyfriend around the time. Like, the nigga used to be giving us like, bro, we had all the Cape Band, the Snowman shit, all the So long story short, shout it like the nigga who she was fucking with BMF, but nigga wasn't knowing, like, you feel me? I wasn't.
Right, you don't got no idea. You're not even thinking that.
I'm thinking like shit.
He could have told you was BMF, and you still didn't.
I wouldn't have gave a fuck. That nigga was buying the game. Like it's me and my cousin. He buying the game, we getting sneakers and shit. I'm like,
he frontin'.
I'm like, damn, shout to be fresh as hell. Like, I'm thinking a nigga a rapper or something. You feel me? Like the nigga always got CDs and shit. I'm seeing G's and shit. The nigga be bringing G's around and shit like that. Like, you feel me? So I don't know, like.
But I mean, did you feel? I mean, we were real young at that time. Like, I was gonna ask, did you feel like a culture difference once the whole BMF shit went down? Because that was like 08, 09. So we were still kids for real. But you can still know. You can still be tapped in.
It was a big ass shift and shit. Like, it was like, damn, them niggas like. I feel everybody. It seemed like Atlanta was fed when them niggas around. Like,
yeah.
It seemed like Atlanta, like the shit was sideways. It was just so much of everything around. Like I was just little. Like I just remember the niggas used to be smoking weed. Like my dad used to be having them parties and shit. Like everybody see, I was like the bad ass kid. They'll put all the kids like upstairs and be playing the game and shit. Not me, nigga. I'm going downstairs. I want to see what they doing.
What they doing out here?
What the hell going on?
You was trying to drink niggas beer and shit.
What's going on?
I ain't want the beer and shit. I'm just trying to see what the hell niggas got going. These niggas dicing. I want shit. Dicing shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
nah, you in the mix.
That some shit like
I'm
that.
grown. Like, what y'all got?
That'll definitely make you grow up fast.
So niggas, it probably don't even. It ain't even make me grow up fast. I was just curious because I was still a kid, nigga. Like I was just doing kid shit. I just ain't want to play the game right now.
Yeah,
right. What y'all doing? I'm trying to go.
They shooting dice. That shit look like a game to me, but it's money involved. Like,
that shit make it even more interesting. Nah, but even if BMF wasn't so prevalent, I feel like once Rollo went down, that was another big shift. Like, and now that the YSL and YFM takedown is going on.
But see, shit, it was all, you gotta factor this in too. Like around the time that BMF went down, boom, Katrina hit, so Louisiana was pushing into Atlanta too. So it's like, the trap just dried up for niggas. Then you got these niggas from New Orleans, they trying to come in there, bitch. They acting like they muscling up.
I was about to say, and them niggas ain't the scary type.
Shit started going. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't even put the timeline together.
Yeah, like all that shit like 05, like all that shit. I'm like 5th grade, finna go to middle school. So when I go to middle school, shit tight lit. We got the New Orleans hoes, you know, they got the little accents and shit. They do they playing the bounce music. They shake they ass different than hoes.
Meanwhile, Mike Vick got the city going up too. I just thought Atlanta was going crazy.
By the time, like, shit alright in the city, like.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Atlanta was definitely a hot melting pot. Actually, I heard some stories about like growing up how niggas said Thug was muscling. He was like a muscle for the situation where a lot of New Orleans niggas was pushing up, and it'd be like it would be the situation.
I ain't from Jonesboro South. My cousin, shout out to Killer. Enzo, like them niggas from Jonesboro South. I ain't from Jonesboro South.
Yeah, so it's hard to even talk about anything that's going on over there.
My granddad like stayed on the other side of Cleveland, so when I was on Cleveland, I was down the other side of that motherfucker. Like, yeah, but like, nah, they be saying that shit. Like, they be saying shit was going like that though. Like, nigga was in McKinney, like some shit was going on in McKinneyville with the nigga from 30 and them nigga in New Orleans. Like, it was mad shit going on. So
right, that's what I just heard.
I don't doubt that shit happened. Like, you feel me? Like. Hell nah, nigga going to bat for they shit. Like, niggas ain't letting niggas come in their hood no matter who.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's our
absolutely.
shit. Like, that's what we grew up at. Like,
yeah, because that's how I heard a lot of people got their report from doing that, having to fight back against that shit. Like, have the influx of people coming from New Orleans.
Not
and
for
shit,
that.
like.
It's some niggas from New Orleans who started rocking with niggas from Atlanta and shit. Like, niggas still be around, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, it be, you feel me? It'll be all type of shit going on, but. Nah, definitely I don't. You feel me? I definitely don't doubt that shit though.
Yeah, and now Atlanta is really the new New York as far as the rap shit.
Yeah,
like, you can't try to make it in music and not tap in out there.
I really wouldn't even say that.
Why you say that?
No, I wouldn't, cause it's Atlanta. Like Atlanta to Atlanta. Like everybody, like the table always gonna turn, bro. You just gotta like. Everybody gonna have their chance. Like LA was doing their thing at one time.
That's
New York
right.
was doing their thing.
It is.
Chicago just bunking when Chief Keef came out.
Yeah.
Nigga, Memphis slick going up. Like,
but
like Rilla and Yo Gotti got then Dolph. All them niggas in Memphis.
True.
Like, you feel me? The Grape homies in Memphis, they got shit going up. Like,
Facts. I know
Detroit going up.
Yeah, like they got Houston going up. Like,
everywhere had a hub, but you see when you mention like, all right, New York, LA, cool. When you think about like where the labels are, like you feel me, like New York got Def Jam and all that shit that was always set up out here. LA had like Capitol Records and all that shit. I mean, Michigan had like Motown Records in Detroit and all that. But for real, I feel like Atlanta's the new spot where everything just went there. Like you mentioned Houston, there was a couple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta get. I ain't gonna lie, you coming through Houston, like, bruh. If you trying to go like them niggas. Then there everybody who rap in Houston, they fucking rich already. Like, I don't know what's going on in Houston.
That's what I listen. Like, when I listen to UGK, I realize that.
Nah, like them, like you feel me? Like you gotta understand like the demographics of the area, like where Houston at, what is close to. You feel me? Like
exactly.
So niggas,
for real,
niggas be fuck that rap shit, like, but niggas when they get in, like niggas I fuck with Houston cause they be together, like down there, they are like fucking with Jay Prince. Jay Prince be having everybody type fucking around together, like I like how they be coming.
Nah, I like that too. It's what you said though, cause there's so much money involved. It's like, what we gonna kill each other for? If you can get your money and stay in your lane,
niggas
I can stay in my lane.
Find a way. Don't get it fucked up.
Always.
Find a way.
But like you said, how Atlanta's playing, Houston got that Texas mindset is like that too.
Cause you know what it be though, you can't never just have too many men around like without like testosterone getting bit. That ain't gonna matter. Like niggas might have everything could be going great. We gonna find.
That's true though. That's true. I was always captivated by Texas though when I seen like Mike Jones and all them come out. Like you said, you could tell they already had money since before. Like you had Mike Jones, Slim Thug,
them niggas having business. Paul Wall was doing jewelry.
Paul Wall was doing jewelry. He was already a millionaire of jewelry by then. Like I didn't know that. I didn't understand that till Grills came out with Nelly.
Them niggas popping out. They first thing, nigga, they 12, 20-roll bracelets and shit. Like,
bro.
Yeah, like
car sitting on 32 or some shit you ain't never even think was possible. Like what the fuck is that? Candy paint. Like
I ain't gonna lie, Gucci probably fucked shit up for niggas though. Like, but I think Gucci probably fucked my life up.
Yeah, for sure. He fucked my life up too. Like, I told him about that shit all the time. I told him my top 5. Like Gucci in my top 5.
Like
anything.
Free the nigga Grant, bro. Like. Yeah, no cap, free Grant. If you from Atlanta,
listen, free Grant.
Free Grant.
Yeah, like free that nigga. But the game room, bro, like nigga, you be having the Rari out that motherfucker.
What's the game?
How about it's on Moreland, like it's
Moreland now.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you know, I forgot what that is. That Gucci 2 times when he like
Gucci 2 times
got it from the game room that time.
Oh yeah. I know, I get it. I think Wish on Moreland, right? Ain't Wish on Moreland the store, the little clothing store? Shit, I've been out there before.
Yeah. Moreland type long.
Yeah,
like,
that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I just have to show my little demographic knowledge. Let niggas know I've been at Atlanta.
Boy, you know what's going on, man. He been down that motherfucker. He know a little something.
A little something, you know what I mean?
He's still going to Wish and shit.
Yeah,
I ain't been to Wish in years. That's crazy that you said
I was out there
that.
like 2015.
Oh yeah, alright, so boom, alright. I about to say I ain't been to Wish in years, so it might don't be there. I don't look at the interview and then we don't.
Yeah, and then be like,
I did just do a bit.
No, matter of fact, I wanted to touch on that too, cause man, it's so much to talk about for real. Like, I want to make sure we get to everything because we still talking about Atlanta and we still talking about the music, but like, shit, you had just did a bid. Like,
oh yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know if you talking about that. How long was you locked up for?
I just did 18 months.
And up here, right? In Jersey. So, you ever been locked up in Georgia?
Like for some petty shit, I did like 3 months.
Oh shit, petty shit, nigga. That's still something. A day is too much for me.
Nah, word. That shit was like that shit was like some probation violation. I was
okay.
Oh, one of those. At least you know, like I'm getting out of the field.
Yeah, so I wasn't tripping on that shit.
Yeah, but like, what would you say be like the biggest difference between the being locked up down there and being locked up here?
Boy, I swear to God, I'd rather if like not for nothing. Prison in Georgia, that shit way more dangerous, but like. That shit more comfortable, like not for nothing, like
comfortable and dangerous.
Like no, like that's a crazy way to say like prison more comfortable, like but like you could get a phone in prison, like prison in Georgia, like the street, like niggas up here, you in prison, they'll be smoking K2, like niggas ain't got no cell phones in that bitch, like losing that shit. You feel me? Like down south, nigga, you'll be in that bitch rocking, you'll be on your unit, you got a phone, somebody got the weed, nigga got perks in that bitch, nigga, like you could be in that, you in that motherfucker trap, you could trap up here and shit, it just like it just ain't the same.
It's not the same.
Like you ain't got the same swerve up here. Like it's cool. Like you feel me? Like nigga, I was doing my thing, but like that shit tight in the way. Like
when I was just locked up in Charlotte like
that shit's
a year
global
ago.
Tel link shouted, boy. You ain't making nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I could call a nigga right now, and a nigga will pick up. I call a nigga who in jail, and nigga pick up the phone. Hell yeah.
That's why I matter of fact, my son was just on FaceTime in jail.
But he on the video visit. I'm talking about the nigga he got a phone in that bitch. Like I called this nigga, he on the phone. Nigga think I'm bullshit.
Nah, trust me, we believe it. No, I done seen it go. I remember Max was tapping in with niggas. Fuck you calling niggas like
nigga, you be in that bitch 3-4 phones in that motherfucker. Yeah, nigga got more phones than you. Nigga have a better phone than you.
More tapped than you.
I know. Shawty got a better phone than you. I believe it. Me too, nigga.
I believe it.
And we out here in rotation.
Nah, the best thing out there, phone niggas be renting the shit out. I heard like
renting shit, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I remember the first time they got bad. Nigga sent Shawty some bread for a phone. They fuck around, catch the nigga phone. He had that shit for like 2 days. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gonna have to wait like 2 weeks for you another phone. Damn. That shit's high as hell.
How, don't you get sent to the hole for the phone though? Don't you?
It depends, man. They might just blitz and just take your shit, man. That shit's so regular in Georgia. It depends on how they coming. Like,
it depends on the day.
They probably ain't got enough space to be just locking everybody in the hole
they
for
be
that
taking
shit.
like. They be having them blickies in that motherfucker.
I bet.
Blicky, what you mean, a blicky?
What, oh yeah, that's what they call they shanks. Like,
come on, say blicky up here. That's a gun. I'm like, nah, niggas is not smuggling guns in the jail, bro.
That
it's
bitch
over.
A gun down that motherfucker. Nigga come through be like,
nah, that's when niggas lost me. I was just watching some Aryan Brotherhood dude. He was talking about in the 70s they used to sneak guns into the jail.
Fuck that, man. Y'all, hey, if y'all ain't following nobody, go follow my boy Free Email on the ground. But he'll show you what's going on in that bitch.
Like
don't go to prison.
Nah, yeah,
one-on-one. He'll scare your ass straight on that motherfucker.
Yo, bro, on God. Sometimes I be catching myself watching this shit just on some like, I just be fascinated by like the innovation and the different shit they be going in there. But then I'm like, I could never live like that.
I learned so much shit in that motherfucker. I was like, hey, bro, y'all niggas too goddamn creative. Y'all niggas wasting y'all talent. Like, y'all niggas should be engineered, bro.
Oh God,
no cap. Y'all niggas should be engineered. I know this shit. That shit showed me how to. You don't need no kitchen, no stove, nothing.
The innovation is crazy.
Need a trash bag and some water and your ingredients. No
I remember you was telling me some shit. You was telling me some shit about the flavored chicken out there. Motherfuckers was mixing that shit with all kinds of.
Niggas would be making it, bro. Alright, bro. Niggas be making Kool-Aid chicken.
Bro, Kool-Aid chicken. This nigga was telling me shit about girls. Like, yo, bro,
Kool-Aid chicken is tough.
That shit is wicked. That shit wicked.
They had great chicken.
I'm telling you,
great chicken.
Niggas will make some shit in that bitch. I'm trying.
He thinking the nigga trolling like, nah, there's no way in hell you putting great Kool-Aid on this shit.
Y'all gonna think I'm on some bullshit. They watch this shit. Nigga, the nigga sitting next to you watching this shit, if he ever been locked up, he gonna be like, hell yeah.
That great chicken, a motherfucker.
Trying to tell you.
Yo,
I was saving I had bought 2 chicken trays in front of Jay trying to get me some. I tried to get a nigga my chicken to cook my shit like that.
Nigga was like, yo, go ahead, please.
The innovation is wild.
One thing I learned that I can't eat none of that shit, bro. Honestly, I'm in that motherfucker eating bread.
You say that.
Yeah, no.
You say that too.
Yeah, you right. I'm talking about a little 2-3 days.
That's what I'm talking
about years.
This nigga a fool.
He say that.
Hey, but 48 hours, nigga, that shit gonna start tasting like
Smelling
Chris
real
to
good.
your ass.
Nah,
You'll be like, hey, bro, you don't eat your sides.
Yeah, nah, I
You
can't.
think you getting Chick-fil-A in that?
Nah, bro. The shit they be trying to serve you in that bitch is disrespectful.
That shit crazy. The boxes be saying for correctional use only. Like,
Bro,
what
exactly,
the fuck do that
bro.
mean? Like,
The fucking juice, it says 0% juice on the juice can, on the juice bottle, bro. It should say like drink, say fruit punch drink. And it's like, my nigga, there's no way, bro. The shit'll be clear. It won't even have a color to it sometimes. Like, this shit weird, bro.
How? Like how?
That's what I'm saying, bro. But I mean, I know every state is different. North Carolina, Jersey, Atlanta. Well, Georgia.
Nah, Georgia shit crazy. Atlanta County, like,
Fulton?
yeah, Fulton County, Atlanta County, like the streets, like them niggas be having phones, like niggas got phones in that bitch.
Hold up.
That shit's crazy.
Let me get this straight, because I feel like in North Carolina, one thing I've noticed is, like, I say 60% of motherfuckers in there is in it for shooting somebody, son. Is it like that in Georgia too? Like everybody just go down for a shooter? Cause that's what it feel like.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if you ever been in jail anywhere, like if you in like a urban place, like or some shit like that, or like where it's a lot of minorities, like that's gonna be like what's going on. Because when I was just locked up, nigga, everybody, my whole dorm was bagged for a gun. Everybody who I was in prison with was down that bitch for hell nah, fuck a VOP, nigga. I said about gun, like nigga, when I was just in prison, nigga wasn't down that bitch for no. They was down that bitch for guns, shooting niggas, robberies, all type of shit like that.
Damn.
Is it mixy though in like Jersey jails? Like, is it people from other states, or is it really just like majority?
Nah, hell no. It was. I was just the only nigga from Georgia. Nah, it was another nigga from Atlanta who said he was from Atlanta down that bitch too, but I ain't never really just.
Yeah, you got that. You say he said.
Yeah, you say as soon as
I ain't. Nah,
you ain't really
like,
chopping with him.
I was in prison, like I wasn't down that bitch trying to make friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wasn't chopping with him. Like,
I was kicking it with niggas who I knew, like type shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And not for nothing too, like knowing that you only had 18 months to do, I know that shit was like different too, because you probably in there listening to motherfuckers tell you horror stories.
Man, fuck horror stories. Niggas are just like, you'll just hear niggas just be having a fucked up day, and nigga be like, man, I don't give a fuck about nothing, bro. I got 21 years, and you like.
That.
Like, damn, bro.
And that's
that mindset. Been in jail since I was 3.
That mindset is.
That shit is scary, bro. Because it's true to, like, what does he have to lose? Any minute that man can snap and say, fuck on it. I got 30 more anyway.
You know what's crazy? Like, you'll be down there with some niggas who down there for all type of shit. Like, niggas be down there for all type of shit, but I don't know, like.
What's the wildest shit you heard of motherfucking down there for?
I don't know. It was some niggas down there with some get off me shit, but niggas be rolling. Niggas be rolling their ass up out of there, like they don't be staying too long type shit. Like they be do they be traveling, they be moving. Like as soon as a nigga find out if it's like some solid niggas in that bitch, and niggas ain't living with that nigga. That's like, niggas probably don't even thump them, like, you feel me? Niggas just roll them like, oh, that's what you in here for, you roll it up. Nigga, you gotta do this the easy way or the hard way. But nigga might get tough at your ass and say he ain't going nowhere.
Damn. Nah, I was just watching the Jeffrey Dahmer shit on Netflix. That shit is crazy, but he was a serial killer eating kids and shit. Yeah. He was doing some whole other shit. Nigga said the second he touched general population, within that same hour, they found a nigga with a broomstick up his ass and his head in the toilet. He was dead. They say he ain't last the hour.
They killed him in jail?
Yeah, he ain't last the hour. Same thing with Ted Bundy.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, Ted Bundy soon.
Niggas don't play that rapist shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
One thing about it, bro, you some rapists and you be fucking with them kids or some shit like that. Yeah, like niggas, cause niggas be like, bro, I got kids, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Shit. And not for nothing, Jeffrey Dahmer was really he was mainly only going after minorities
and homeless minorities.
Yeah, that's what he was on. So niggas like, you're not going for nothing. You racist and you eating people like.
You see where that shit get you, bro. Don't be on that weird ass shit.
Imagine 30. Imagine somebody not getting out till 2051.
That sounds crazy. But
2051,
2051, you like niggas see that, like niggas will get out, but you got a nigga who got life plus 15. Yes. Like that nigga don't give a fuck. Like I ain't gonna lie, I know some niggas who don't got life. Like, niggas be down there. Jersey got something like violent crimes. You get an 85% bid. Like, whatever they give you gotta do 85%. So you might get a 15-year bid, you gotta do 85. It's so hard to lose that 15% of comp time. Like, niggas just be down that bitch suicide bombing. Like, niggas will free pick some shit. Like, niggas don't give a fuck. Like, certain you in jail. Like, certain niggas been crash dummy their whole life. This is where they been. Like,
right.
Like, it don't even take no nigga who got all that time to do that shit. You
that's true. That's very true.
5-year bid.
And that's how niggas turn to 5 years to 15 years. And they poke
Just
like niggas or whatever.
Sometimes they don't even be doing, like, sometimes that shit don't be happening. Like, shit be going on in that motherfucker. Like,
I can imagine.
Niggas don't be getting more time for that shit.
Like what? Yeah, you know what? I heard that too. I was just watching Blue Boy on Vlad TV, and he was talking about how he caught a body in jail. He stabbed somebody up, him and his mans, and they only get a nigga like an extra like 5 years for that. And
then they'll say some shit like, "Oh, we gonna run that concurrent."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
you
it's the
give me
same
5 years
on top
concurrent
of
with the 17 that I'm already doing. That shit ain't nothing, bitch. You just gave me some words.
He did. I think he did. He did like 40. Right. You just sent me the call and had me in back and forth the court.
You just wanted some time. You just took me on a little tour, got me on my cell phone.
That's a fact.
Truth be told, though, you're right, and that's what makes it so wicked. Because like you saying, it's like nigga, I ain't gonna get no more time.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Certain niggas in the world don't give a fuck about nothing. Look at shout out who just got locked up. NBA YoungBoy partner here always talking about.
I ain't even see
nigga
that.
named D-Dog.
Oh yeah.
Almost killed himself. You know, killed his little partner and everything. Like,
damn, bro. Yeah.
What the hell was on your brain, bro? You the best friend of the #1 artist right now. Like,
yeah, but
nigga, all you gotta do
think
is sit down, bro. Like,
it's like you said though, some niggas
some people crash test dollars for real.
Niggas don't, you feel me? Like, it ain't them like that. Like, certain shit ain't, you feel me? Like, they just gonna do that. Like,
but that's the thing though. I feel like music been glorifying the crash out too much. Like, we talk about the shooter, like he's like the most important part of the clip.
Nothing, bro. If you listen,
like,
we don't got no like real hustler music right now. Like,
That's
nobody ain't
that's
really telling you how to make the music. Well, it's a couple niggas like Babyface Ray, EST.
Peasy gonna talk that shit.
Like, they'll talk to you, like they'll give you some, like, you feel me? Some niggas who, you feel me, doing right with the music, like, but then you got more niggas who just talking about fucking the money up and
fucking the money up.
Like, nobody ain't really telling you how to stack the money. They telling you how to run through that shit. Like,
100%. 100%.
So as far as compared Paterson to Atlanta, I know, you know, outside of this, but I ain't never been to Atlanta. They say that.
You never been to Atlanta?
I never been to Atlanta, which is crazy.
You gotta turn yourself up.
Yeah, you're bugging, bro. You gotta take a trip.
They say, you know, Atlanta, everybody shows love out there, especially in the music. That's how everybody pop. Do you see a big difference in the music scene down there to up here, as far as everybody showing love?
I don't know, bro. Everybody always say that shit. Like,
That's that. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I ain't never been there.
You know what it is?
You feel me?
You know what I think? It just be like, I don't know. I can't really see the difference because I feel like I don't want no folk like.
Yeah, you be everywhere.
Folks just be fucking with me, like, people be fake gravitating to me, like.
Yeah.
So I don't really be encountering them no problems when I be getting in these places, and then I be thinking that too because I'm a nigga from Atlanta, so nigga be eager to work with a nigga from somewhere else opposed to a nigga that they been around. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Nah, Atlanta be on some like niggas get on some bullshit with you too, bro. Don't think like everybody just welcome on, like, nigga, we got some friendly,
all kumbaya,
friendly for Mexicans out that motherfucker. Nigga be on wig, just stupid ass. You thinking everything all good?
Everything
nigga
sweet.
Be your buddy for the session, and then after you know. Get your ass dipped. Like, shit be going on. Like, niggas be, you feel me? Like, you just gotta watch what's going on. But, nah, people be fucking with each other, though. Like, sometimes it be, like, a bag included, though. Like, niggas ain't sometimes niggas ain't be trying to fuck with you just because your talent. Yeah. Like, if you ain't got nothing going on with you being hard, like, niggas ain't trying. You be hardest nigga in the world. Like, nigga, we could make another nigga that hard, too, though. Like, we could give a nigga a song. We just need somebody who got people that want to look at him.
That's a big fact.
I was listening to Southside talk about that shit and how, like, Atlanta got all the, like, major producers right now. Like,
nah, word.
So it's like, all you gotta do is get next to one of them producers and he give you 10 of the hardest beats of this year. One of them bitches is gonna go. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you work in Metro, Southside, Sunny Digital.
Not for nothing. Like, a producer could turn you up. Like, shout out to my boy Slime Sosa. Yeah, like, you feel me? You feel me? That's who I do all my shit with. Like, you feel me? But nigga in Atlanta, like, a producer will make your ass like Nudie. When Nudie started rapping, he just started doing everything with Pierre Bourne.
Facts. Pierre Bourne from A?
I think shout from South Carolina.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to Pierre Bourne, because he a beast.
Yeah.
ATL Jacob, shout out to ATL Jacob too. He be nigga.
Yeah.
But see, a producer could do, you feel me, do you up. Like, Metro put 21 like up there.
Yeah,
I'm capping. I think Sunny Digital first was fucking with 21.
Yeah, that's a fact. On the Red Ops mixtape, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, with that mixtape. I think Sunny Digital they had like a spot. I remember the nigga had a spot.
They do got all the heavy hitter producers for real.
Nah, hell yeah.
I remember, I just remember seeing that whole shit. And even like when you talk, all the producers we just named, bro, they've been going on, like you said, it just be the next man's turn. Because Lex Luger really was the first coming out the 808 Mafia camp.
And
that
nigga
going crazy.
Not for nothing. I think they fake tried to blackball that nigga, but he's still around. Like, nigga, that nigga still getting in somehow, some kind of way. Like, somebody doing Lex beats somewhere.
He was popping before streaming became the biggest
that
thing.
Nigga was popping with Wiz, like,
and Juicy J. That's a fact.
Yeah,
I was about to say that. That's a fact. You're right.
Nigga, he was bunking. Like, that nigga had shit going. Like, he ain't limit himself to them Brick Squad niggas and shit. That nigga started moving around. Like, he was the first nigga to start stepping outside of shit.
So if you could have one feature from an Atlanta, or actually from any artist, who would be like the number one artist you would want to work with?
I gotta get that.
Give me three.
I'd take Future, Thug. Damn, who that third one going?
That makes sense though, right there. Kind of thought about.
Yeah.
Listening to your music, I know the melodies that you going on, but you still be lyric. I mean, it makes sense. I see the influence. That would flow.
Who else I get that last feature from? Like rapper?
Anybody. It could be anybody.
You can say Beyonce.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd take Erykah Badu.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
I'd take the Erykah Badu.
Yes.
Am I tripping? Ain't Erykah Badu from Jersey? Nah.
Yeah.
She is, right?
I think so.
Yeah, she like East Orange. Shout out to Erykah Badu. Or, nah, damn.
Jersey got some motherfuckers from this bitch.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill, I think, from Jersey too.
Lauren Hill Hill's from Newark.
Yeah, and
Shaq from these motherfuckers.
Shaq from Newark.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah, Fetty. But it's a bunch of motherfuckers from Jersey for real. The commissioner from the NBA used to be from Jersey. He from Teaneck.
He from Teaneck. What's his name? David Stern.
Yeah, David Stern. Shout out David Stern. Shout out to the NBA. It was like David Stern from Teaneck. Niggas ain't know that. Facts. Niggas did not know that. You feel me? But yeah. Well, so you got the third. You said the third feature was who?
Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu. Yeah, that'd be different. You see yourself getting into the poetic bag like that though?
Hey, bro, nobody can't fuck with me with this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People gotta listen. If you ain't tapped in, bro, like, go tap into Uno. We gonna put. We gonna make sure we put your information.
I'm gonna drop all my shit, bro.
Yeah, we been waiting too.
Uno Lokester on Instagram. You go look me up. Uno Lo, YouTube, anything else, Apple Music, Spotify, anything.
Yes, sir, Ski. Listen, bro, we just want to give you a big thank you for real.
No, thank you
for
coming
early and all that. I told niggas like, half an hour early.
That's a fact.
Niggas was here way early.
That was my management. Them niggas just got me up. Called me like the house was burning down. Pop outside.
Shout out my son Old Dog.
Shout out Old Dog.
I take the O at like 9 in the morning. Like,
let me shout out my boy Slon Sosa again, bro. Shout out my boy Trip, man. They be getting my sound together and shit. If y'all living around, y'all need somebody to tap in, man. Yeah. Get with them folks. They gonna have you shining right.
Yeah, we gonna definitely have to put them in the bio too, cause Trip hell of an engineer. I got onto Trip between you and Bass. Y'all got me on Trip.
Trip had your ass sounding like one of them ones.
Oh God, that engineering is crucial, baby. Listen, it's been the Free Gems podcast, man. We want to say thank you again, bro.
Yo, thank you so much for coming out for real.
Appreciate y'all niggas for having me.
We gonna catch up real soon when we got them M's coming in.
For sure.
We definitely gotta have you back.
Yes, sir. Listen,
for sure.
And we are gone.
We out of here.
Yes, sir.